Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another Transformers review. This time we're taking a look at the brand new 2015 series, Transformers Robots in Disguise Bumblebee. So, for whatever reason, the first wave of this set has just been released. I first saw it on Amazon, then I saw posts from Toys R Us and from Kmart. I ended up getting my set at Toys R Us. And yeah, it's different. It has a very, very plain looking package. We have the Transformers logo that is very similar to the one that we've seen with Transformers The Age of Extinction. We've got the Robots in Disguise logo up here in the corner that has kind of this, I'm presuming this ring around the logo is a barcode because of a gimmick that it has, and I'll talk about that here in a minute. Of course, we're going to start with Bumblebee. I'm not a big Bumblebee fan, but he is in this series apparently the new leader of the Autobots. This takes place after Transformers Prime, where Optimus has become one with the Allspark, and the ghost of Optimus calls to Bumblebee, I guess, and tells him he's got to go to Earth, basically, to protect Earth from the Decepticons. Okay, sure, whatever. I'm really interested to see how this pans out. The look and feel of this series is a little bit different, and I'll talk about that here in a minute. But here he is in what we would normally call a deluxe class. The new terminology is apparently warrior class. So why they're mixing up the names, I don't know. So here he is in his robot mode. We have a picture of him in his vehicle mode. We have artwork from the show up here at the top. The Transformers logo there. Underneath, these are the other figures that you can get, which include Steeljaw, Strong Arm, and Grimlock. So yeah, kind of interesting. On the side of the package, we have a picture of the artwork, which is very cartoony. This series just looks a little strange to me. Here he is, kind of a close-up. There's the Robots in Disguise logo. Again, the same kind of artwork. He has kind of this douchebaggery grin going on there. I don't know what the deal is with that. Here's the back of the package. There is no bio on it. He converts into robot in 7 steps. There are the instructions on the back of the package, so I'm wondering if it's even going to have instructions. And then you can download Bumblebee. You can scan him onto or into a game via a smartphone. So yeah, there it is. That's the gimmick. So that makes me think that every single one of these little logos has a different ring around it to give it a barcode. So we'll see as we look at the other figures. So, yeah, this artwork, I don't know. Looking at the trailers, a lot of it is very CG still, but it has like a cartoon skin over it, which I'm not a big fan of. This is like a weird mix between Transformers Prime, Transformers Animated, and Rescue Bots to me. From looking at the teasers and trailers that we've seen thus far. Hopefully the writing will be solid and you'll get used to the animation much like Transformers Animated. Only time will tell this next year. So let's get Bumblebee out of package and see what he's like. Alright, so here we have Bumblebee out of package, and I mean, the robot's not bad. It's actually very well sculpted. The paint apps are nice because, well, it's pretty much cast plastic. There's not that much paint going on. Where it is black, it's generally black plastic. There is some paint here and there, but overall not bad. I do have a few things, critiques on the figure. Number one, his feet. He really doesn't have any kind of like heel spurs, so you gotta position the feet just right, and when you do, he does stand, and he stands pretty well. I do like that. He doesn't have any paint apps on the wheels, and I kind of wish they would have done something. He does have some light piping, which is very cool. So it shows up in his little face right there. Kind of a close-up on his face. Yeah, I mean, it's an okay face sculpt. It just doesn't say Bumblebee to me. This really looks more like Hot Shot or maybe even Hot Rod rather than Bumblebee. You could easily put a crest on the top or repaint this as Hot Rod, and there you go. Easy figure to come up with. He does have this pretty cool looking little sword. It's all translucent blue. Kind of big badass looking thing. He's got the Autobot logo, and again, that's where you scan it to get him to upload into the game. So that's the gimmick that this set has. As far as articulation goes, this figure, it's not too terribly bad. The head is on a ball joint, does spin around. He's got his arm, elbow. There is no articulation in the hands, which is a bit unfortunate. His waist does spin. He's got joints at his hips and in his knees, and slight movement up and down in his feet. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's Bumblebee. We got bits of car hanging off the back, which is not that big of a deal. Overall, I mean, it's an okay entry as far as Bumblebee goes. Is this my favorite toy I've seen? No, not at all. But then again, I'm not a Bumblebee fan. So if you like Bumblebee, you're probably going to like this. Unfortunately, it just looks a little too cartoony for me, and that's going to be a complaint of a lot of collectors. This series is definitely geared more towards the younger generation of kids than it is the lifelong collectors. Those people are going to jump onto the Generations and Combiner War bandwagon instead of buying these toys, I predict. So let's get Bumblebee into his vehicle mode and see what we think about that. Alright, so here we have Bumblebee in his car mode, and it's an okay car mode. It's rather flat looking to me. It just reminds me of like a Viacom drone or something. I'm not really sure. But overall, it's okay. It, again, a cross between the movie version of Bumblebee and Transformers Prime. It's just a little bit more cartooned out. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That's the line. That's the way it looks. I will say about the packaging, it's terrible because there's this tape line around the bubble. So the bubble not only is glued onto the card, but there's tape all around it. So you pretty much have to cut into the thing so that you can save the instructions on the back of the card, because it comes with no instructions inside, which is very unfortunate. So transformation is pretty simple. Obviously, it's 7 steps. The vehicle mode does look okay. I do like how all the parts of yellow match proper. That's nice. I like the translucent blue window. I think that looks really cool. We see the Autobot logo kind of hanging out in the back seat, which is kind of cool. I love the painted headlights. Very, very nice. Unfortunately, no tail lights. We've got them, we just don't have any paint, so a little red paint apps would go a long way. His sword does store underneath, and he gets a little tailpipe out of it, although this Camaro type car, I would think, should have dual tailpipes. So, how does he stack up in size to a Transformers Prime figure? Here is the Takara Tomy Optimus Prime figure, and they're not too terribly bad in size. Definitely comparable. Very different look. Very, very cartoony. I can't get past that. That's just the way it is. So, is this a set for you? If you like the Transformers animated stuff, then you're probably going to like this. At least tolerate this. If you are looking to continue the Transformers Prime storyline, which I think is very interesting, a world without a Prime and Cybertron, and Bumblebee picking up the ranks, but the look. I know they got to do something different to sell different things, but I think they strayed a little too far with the look, in my opinion. But there he is, Bumblebee, from the new 2015 Transformers Robots in Disguise line. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. Definitely subscribe to my channel, share my videos, and as always, look for more videos in the future.